Delmar and Justine McIntyre in for Aaron and Natasha, who begin their holiday. So Trudy Mason and Sarah here on Monday on this program, Monday through Wednesday. I'll be here with Sarah Thursdays and Fridays for a couple weeks, and Justine returns in 2 weeks with Sarah. So we're all kind of just pitching in as Aaron and Natasha take a well-deserved break. On the political corner right now, let's chat with, a buddy. She's really a brilliant communication strategist who has given me some good advice over the years. Martine St. Victor is a strategist and general manager at Edelman. Hi, Martine.
Hello, Dan. How are you?
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you.
So, guys, let's start with the $500,000 Bonjour Montreal sign now unveiled in the Old Port. To me, this brings together the round loop there from downtown and other things, which I think are Instagram bait, maybe, but are they really drivers of tourism, Martine?
They are. Obviously, I don't have data. Actually, hello to both of you, Justine. I didn't say hello. Hi, obviously, I don't have numbers yet. I don't have statistics as to what type of traffic it has gathered so far. But anyone who's traveled to cities where you have these types of attractions know that they work, and it will be fun to see at the end of the summer how many photos that has generated. And because we know the more visibility there is, the more engagement there is, and so there will be a trickle down effect next year and the following years when it comes to tourism. And so there are these new communication tools have become, if you will, springboards for various tourism initiatives. And it's funny because there are some locations that actually market themselves that way and say, come to our restaurant. It's the most Instagrammable place in the city. Not only in Montreal, but everywhere. So it is definitely an attraction. And so I say well done to the city of Montreal. Plus, it's in a part of town that's beautiful. So it seems to me to be a win-win situation.
Well, I've only seen it so far on photos, so I haven't actually visited the spot, but it does look like it's very well placed we can see the city in the backdrop and... a cute
little skyline in the background.
Exactly, a nice skyline in the background. I wanted to ask you about the font. Is that a particular font that the City of Montreal chose, or was that specifically designed for this project, or something that they're already using?
Yeah, that's interesting because we've seen it. If you go to the Tourisme Montréal website, you've seen it, and so
it looked familiar.
Yeah, it is a Montreal signature, and it would be fun to speak. I think to the branding team behind it and the person who chose that font, who maybe developed it specifically for the city of Montreal, but it has become our own. We've seen it on taxis and on other types of merch, and so it's fun because we make it our own. And what's particular about Old Montreal is that when the wheel arrived, it had kind of the same impact. And still years later, you will see the wheel, the big wheel, very often, not only on adverts, showcasing Montreal, but on various social media platforms. And every city that has a big wheel has that type of attraction, whether it's Paris or London, and so many
London
cities
is what I'm channeling right now. Yeah.
Exactly. So it is, like I said, it's an attraction. It's a way to showcase the city a different way, and it's fun. So I think everybody can appreciate that.
When I speak to Americans especially, they have really positive things to say about Montreal, but they always focus on the summer and the festivals and the parties. Does that present a branding challenge as well, just being kind of like the fun European city and, hopefully including getting to work and doing some business as well?
Yeah, I think the challenge is to really remind people that, and I know both of you have heard it, come to Montreal, it's like Europe, but... It's like New York, but a little Europe, blah, blah. No, it's Montreal, full stop, right? And so I think in that way there's a challenge. And the other challenge is not to fall in the cliches. It's like, how many poutines can you eat in a 1 week vacation? And so we have to be able to showcase the other things that we have. But in the same token, it's not a bad thing to be known for its Jazz Fest or its F1. These are staples. We're good at it. We're good hosts. That's like saying, Paris can no longer put forward the Eiffel Tower. Well, yes, it's there, and and it's how so millions of people recognize France. And so it's the same thing for us. So we have to embrace these things, and like I said, without becoming too cliche, but embrace the uniqueness of Montreal. But I do think this new Bonjour Montreal sign is just like a new. It's just adding to our portfolio to attract tourists. So I think it's fun, and also when we think about tourists, we can't only think about international tourists. We have provincial tourists and we have national tourists, right? And so every type, depending on where the tourist comes from, they have something specific they're looking for. Someone who's coming from Quebec City is not looking for the poutine. They have that at home.
Definitely not looking for poutine, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So the challenges are multiple, but as we can see by the numbers, we've never attracted as many tourists as we do now. So, whether it's Tourisme Montréal or the city itself, the merchants as well, we have to mention it, and Montrealers who are very welcoming. So I think together in the collectivity, we understand the importance of tourism dollars, but also the importance of image. We know that we're known for being nice. Well, that takes we actually have to be nice, and so I really see it as a collective effort, and I think on that front Montreal comes together really well. Montrealers come together
Martine,
really well.
I wanted to ask you quickly, because you did have a second topic that you wanted to discuss with us. Could you tell us a little bit about the former national chief calling for an investigation into potential federal interference? What's going on there, just briefly?
Yeah. So
National Chief, I should mention just the AFN, right? It's the Assembly of First Nations.
That's right. Well, without going too much into details, because I don't know more than what you, Dan, and you have read in the paper, but I will say this. There's a thing that we measure at Edelman every year, and it's trust. We have this trust barometer.
Right.
And so we measure the trust that people have in four institutions: media, NGOs, businesses, and governments. And year after year, trust in institutions and trust in governments go down. And so what I know from this story is that very quickly we'll need to have transparency on both sides. This is what we want as citizens. And so there is work to be done. Every time one of these stories comes out, I don't know I have no idea who's telling the truth, but every time one of these stories comes out, it hurts the trust that we have in institutions and in government. So there is work to do.
Martine St. Victor, thanks very much. She is a communication strategist and general manager at Edelman. Thanks, Martine.